right. We are ready to get things kicked off here. This is the third place match here in the Nebraska Schools Esports Spring State Tournament at York College. And we're ready to get things kicked off. I'll introduce our contenders. Both IAmCoolMan and Yogg have made it here to state, and both lost their first match, so they aren't out of it yet. They have the opportunity to fight for third place here on Berlin Grad. Let's get things started with our introductions. Here in the lower right, we've seen him already in this stream. It is Yogg from Omaha Skutt Catholic, Ryan Bulsom. He's a sophomore, and this is his first appearance here at state. So he just finished up his match against Sir Cluck, and near upper left-hand corner is IAmCoolMan. Just went up against Claricorn, losing to Claricorn, but IAmCoolMan. Anthony Robinson, he's a sophomore as well from Nebraska City. So both of these players are both appearing here in state for the first time. And so we get the opportunity to see these two players earning themselves a medal for third place and fourth place. So good luck to both of the players as we get things kicked off. We'll talk a little bit about the strategy we saw previously from Yogg. In the first match, he was heavily teching into just having kind of a rush of zealots, and we'll see this time exactly what he's going to be up to. But previously he was pretty dang interested in trying to get those up. He did get kind of outdone by some Void Rays that came in though, because he didn't have any anti-air units with all of his zealots, but he was able to, in the second one, go more of a Stalker Void Ray build, but it just wasn't enough because his opponent had gone straight into those Zealots and Stalkers, so he was able to sort of counter the Void Rays and the Stalkers at the same time. So we'll see now the first couple of gateways going down here on the side of IAmCoolMan. He's going to immediately go for a 3-gateway start. Now going to build that cybernetics core while working off of his main base. Down here on the other side, we're going to see the cybernetics core and a gateway go up for Yogg. And we'll see exactly what gets worked on from that side. Yet another gateway coming through, so probably a pretty big Stalker Zealot comp, just with how much he's investing right now into this. He's also got both of his natural gas resources going down as well. He is going to be sending out a scout as the natural expansion from Yogg is going to come out here as well. He hasn't invested quite as much resources into the number of gateways that IAmCoolMan has, and he's now going to be going for a Stargate also right off the bat. So natural expansion going to come through as here come the Stalkers working on the warp core research and a forge to start getting some upgrades as well. We're going to see this probe actually sitting here as it is a 4-minute gentleman's agreement to not have any building or melee or attacking units on this side of the map. And probes don't count. They're not attacking units. They are, however, building units. So we might see a proxy something coming up here, and with the number of gates and stalkers that he already has and he's already sending across the map here, we're going to see here in just a couple seconds exactly how quickly this is going to go down. Here we are, 4-minute mark has hit, and we are going to see the first pylon coming in. That warp core isn't even quite finished yet over on this side, and he doesn't have an expansion up yet either. And he army number is about to be somewhat even, as we do have a Void Ray out, but these are Stalkers versus Void Rays. That's going to be an unfortunate situation here for Yogg, because these Void Rays are going to get melted by IAmCoolMan's Stalkers. There we are. Warp Gate is complete, which means we are going to get Warp Gates up, and any second now we are just going to see... There they are. Warping in are the Stalkers from IAmCoolMan, and he is going to move in here very shortly, I would imagine, into the base. Void Rays are going to see this Stalker running over to his side of the map, but sending those Void Rays in a little early might be a little bit of a hiccup here from Yogg, as here come the Stalkers. Stalkers are going to start working on taking out this natural. Yogg needs to move these units in as soon as he can to try and combat this. More Stalkers coming in here on the backside, so Yogg's base now in trouble as he's trying to push out more Void Rays, but that's just going to be an unfortunate situation as down goes his natural expansion. Meanwhile, back in the main base, we're going to see some Stalkers coming down because Void Rays are here. They are going to start doing some damage, but not going to be enough. Four Stalkers are more than enough to be able to take out those Void Rays. Meanwhile, down in the main base, we're going to see IAmCoolMan now moving in to try and disrupt the economy. He's going to find a couple of these probes here. Meanwhile, up in the base, we're going to see some pylons going down. Still have Void Rays here, but there's just not going to be enough. They're going to go take it out immediately up against the half a dozen to 8 or 9 different Stalkers that are here. And this looks like it is going to be a win for IAmCoolMan as he now moves in to the base of Yogg. Shutting down the production of yet another, well, queued up, quite a few queued up Void Rays here. And that will be the end of it. So IAmCoolMan gets the first best-of-3 win here, as we'll head out to the score screen to take a look at things. And we can see here just across the board, they were pretty neck and neck on resources, but units, that's where IAmCoolMan started to get up because he basically went straight for a 4-gate right out of the bat. And after that was able to not only take out the Void Rays that Yogg was looking to get into, kind of as an early aggressive action, but on top of that, with that proxy pylon, he was just able to get more and more units there with nothing stopping him. So we'll be right back here with Game 2 in just a second. Alright, we are getting things kicked off once more into Berlingrad here for the 3rd place challenge between IAmCoolMan from Nebraska City and Yogg from Omaha Skutt Catholic. So here we are once more. In the upper left, we're going to have Yogg this time. And down in the lower right, we will have IAmCoolMan. So IAmCoolMan was the winner of the previous match, as he was able to basically 4-gate his way to victory. And a proxy pylon to assist meant that he was able to get his units all the way into Yogg's base in little to no time at all. So we're going to see how things go this time, whether Yogg is going to change up his strategy to try to counter that, and exactly what IAmCoolMan is going to do. If he's going to adjust anything to his strategy, or just go the same thing and see if he can't get the win once more and secure 3rd place for himself. Once again, both players have fought hard to get to this place in the season, having a regular season record for IAmCoolMan of 4-3, and Yogg having a regular season record of 6-2. Yogg is the higher seed, I believe, in this matchup. He's technically sitting at, he was number 3 in the state coming into this, with IAmCoolMan being number 4. So it's interesting to see. Both of them are new, or not new players, excuse me. They are both new to the state scene. This will be their first season making it here. IAmCoolMan sending out that lone probe to do his bidding, and we're going to see a gateway, a forge, and a cybernetics core going down. We'll see another pylon. We're not going to maybe see that 4-gate coming through quite as quickly this time, as he's opted for the forge and the cybernetic core a little bit earlier this time. Whereas on the top side here, we will see a 2-gate with a forge set up, and his zealots will be coming out here soon. As in the previous one, he was overrun by the stalkers. Zealots are a great counter to that stalker rush. Cybernetics core going down, and the forge is here too. He's building up some minerals, as I would assume he's going to try and push for some upgrades on that side as well. So here we are. So here we are. More gateways now coming down. We'll have the 4-gate setup also coming through, as it looks like he's actually going to be going research for some zealots. So that might be kind of interesting. He doesn't have any army at the moment. And we're going to see this proxy probe here is going to be getting in action. The expansion is going down, as a couple stalkers coming in as well. Good, smart move to make sure his army is a little bit diversified here to get things started, just in case IAmCoolMan does decide to throw something else at him. Another gateway going down, and we'll have the warp gates up soon. Pylon as well, usually off the bat here. Couple stalkers going to come through. No upgrades quite yet for these stalkers or zealots, but there is the second base for the natural expansion. We've hit the 4-minute mark. We'll see if that boy is going to, this probe here is going to start doing anything. He does. There's the pylon to get things started. A bit of a 4-minute cheese going into this, and warp gates will be completed and coming through shortly. Once again, he is going for the research for more zealots. We'll see if he actually does. Looks like stalkers will be the play once again. Ground weapons level 1 to be completed. So his stalkers will have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the actual fight coming through here. See exactly how this all plays out, but right now the army for IAmCoolMan is growing rapidly, and if he has this weapons advantage, he might be in a pretty good scenario to win this first initial fight. Here we go. We're going to actually see that he's going to focus down this photon cannon first, and the zealots get in there. The Stalkers are going to have to walk back just a little bit to try and get a little bit of a pick off, because these Zealots, they are scary when it comes to threatening these Stalkers. They're going to now start focusing it down. We're going to have about the Stalker-on-Stalker battle now. They'll move back. Now they move back in. Now they're just going to brute force their way through. There's only 4 Stalkers remaining here, and he's got 4 to 5 on his side as well. 3, 2, 1. Now 1 Stalker, but he just whooped more in from, of course, this pylon we have sitting over on the side. Now Yogg not focus firing down the final IAmCoolMan units, and it is going to be a difficult situation now. That weapons level 1 paying dividends right now for IAmCoolMan. He was able to lose the initial numbers fight, but then start turning it around. We do have a Stargate here that is warping in. Well, no longer warping in, was warping in. Some aerial units, but it's just not going to be enough right now. Stalker here is going to move down to the low ground to try to take this fight, and that's not going to be good for him. He's just going to go down. Once again, too much power on the side of IAmCoolMan with that. The Stalkers, I mean, all they've got is the level 1 weapons and armor, but it's just not going to be enough. So now we're going to start looking. The losses coming through for Yogg are going to be substantial, as he is just now starting to get picked apart left and right. IAmCoolMan now moving up into the main base of Yogg. And we'll see if this will be the final push to end it all, as well, there was a unit that just finally got thrown out there and take out these pylons, as IAmCoolMan will be your 3rd place winner here in the Nebraska State Tournament, hosted by York College. That means Omaha Skutt's Yogg is going to be 4th place. And working hard, but it will be the end of the season for both of these players. Good job to both of them.